What if I told you someone could control your thoughts without you even realizing it? Not with hypnosis, not with threats, but with charm, lies, and psychological tricks so subtle, you'd think they were your own ideas. Psychopaths don't wear masks, they wear smiles. And by the time you realize what's happening, it might already be too late. Have you ever met someone who made you feel like you were under their spell? Like your thoughts were no longer yours? That you were being pulled into a web, slowly, silently, and before you knew it you were trapped. Today, we're going deep into the dark side of the human mind. We're going to explore how some people, specifically those with psychopathic traits, use psychological manipulation to control others. This isn't just fiction, this is real life. And by the end of this video, you'll learn how to spot the subtle signs and protect yourself. The mask of charm. Psychopaths rarely come across as monsters. In fact, they often appear incredibly charming. They're confident, charismatic, and can make you feel like the most important person in the room. This is part of the game. Psychopaths are experts at impression management. They know how to say just the right things to get you to lower your guard. They mirror your emotions, share your interests, and build rapport quickly. But behind the smile, something far more calculated is happening. They're gathering information, learning your weaknesses, finding your emotional pressure points. The goal: to gain power over you. This is called love bombing. It's not always romantic. It can happen in friendships, at work, even in family relationships. The psychopath floods you with attention, praise, and validation until you're hooked. And once you're hooked, the manipulation begins. Gaslighting, a subtle mind game. One of the most powerful tools psychopaths use is gaslighting. This is when they deliberately make you doubt your own memory, perception, or sanity. Let's say you confront them about something they did. They might say, "I never said that. You must be imagining things." Or worse, "Why are you always so sensitive? You're overreacting." Over time, this wears you down. You begin to question yourself. Did I really misunderstand? Am I the problem? That's exactly what they want. Gaslighting is slow. It's subtle, but it's designed to break your trust in yourself, so that you rely more and more on them. Once you no longer trust your own judgment, they can rewrite your reality. Isolation, cutting you off. The next move. Isolation. Psychopaths will find ways to separate you from your support system, friends, family, anyone who might warn you or pull you back. They might say, "Your friends don't really understand you," or "Your family is toxic. They just want to control you." Sometimes, they'll create drama behind the scenes, planting seeds of doubt between you and the people you love. Why? Because isolation makes you more vulnerable. If no one else is around to give you perspective, it's easier for them to maintain control. And the more isolated you feel, the more you lean on them, the manipulator, for emotional support. It becomes a cycle, a psychological cage. The push and pull. Psychopaths are masters of intermittent reinforcement. It's one of the most addictive forms of manipulation. Imagine this. One day they treat you like a king or queen, full of love, attention, praise. The next day, they go cold, distant, maybe even cruel. And then suddenly, they're warm again, apologetic. They say they missed you. They say things will be better. This unpredictable pattern triggers a survival response in your brain. It's the same psychological mechanism that keeps people addicted to gambling. You keep hoping the reward will come, so you stay. This push and pull dynamic creates trauma bonds. These are deep emotional ties formed through cycles of abuse and reconciliation. The highs feel euphoric, the lows feel devastating, and through it all, they maintain control. The end game. Psychopaths don't always want money or fame. Often, they want control, power, the ability to dominate someone's mind and emotions. They might manipulate you into doing things you never thought you would, cutting off loved ones, making sacrifices, accepting treatment you once found unacceptable. And when they're done with you, they discard you. Suddenly, the attention stops. They move on to the next target, leaving you confused, broken, and blaming yourself. But here's the truth. It was never your fault. You were manipulated by someone who knew exactly what they were doing. The damage is real, but so is the recovery. How to protect yourself. So how do you protect yourself? Here are a few key strategies. Trust your gut. If something feels off, even if you can't explain it, pay attention. Set boundaries early. Psychopaths hate boundaries. Healthy people respect them. Maintain a support system. Stay close to people who know you well and can give you outside perspective. Watch for patterns. One lie might be a mistake. A pattern of lies is manipulation. Don't engage in power games. Psychopaths thrive on emotional reactions. Stay calm, grounded, and if needed, walk away. And finally, educate yourself. The more you understand psychological manipulation, the less likely you are to fall for it. Manipulation is an art, but once you see the brushstrokes, you can't unsee them. Stay alert, stay grounded, and most importantly, to stay true to yourself. Thanks for watching. If this video helped you, share it with someone who needs to hear it. And don't forget to subscribe for more psychological insights every week.